Habari gani yo? Nia. Welcome to the fifth principle of Kwanzaa. Purpose. This is when you may ask yourself, what is my purpose? Where do my talents lie? How do my talents steer me towards fulfilling my destiny? Is there a place for me? Perhaps you have been on a journey trying to fit in. You may ask, why are we here? Why did something happen? Why did something not happen? You know, they say that there is a reason for everything. Well, of course, there is. But part of the journey is trying to find out that reason. And that does not mean that you will find it in your lifetime. Nia, purpose. Nia asks us to work collectively to design our own paths so that we can move forward. Healthy, prosperous, strong. Nia asks us to project ourselves with a true purpose and with a focused reason into the world. Nia. Nia says that we should strive to build our communities and do the things that will restore our traditional values, like respect for our elders and respect for one another, responsibility for ourselves, and responsibility for each other. So yesterday, I told you about this Andinka symbol, puffed up arrogance. I also suggested a way or ways that we can work with that. And as I had promised, this Andinka symbol, you see I turned my cloth around so you can see it as it is. It's a ladder. And it is, I'm going to see my tweet is a little rusty. It means this is known as death ladder. A washite. A washite. It means that this ladder is not climbed by just one person. It means that for the most part there is only one way for all of us to get off of this blue ball that we're on. It tells us that death is universal to all men, all humans, to everything. Death is non-discriminatory. Everyone will die. And that is why you are encouraged to live your life with a purpose. A true purpose, an honorable purpose. So, today, let's take a look at the spread for Nia. So, this spread is broken down into, I guess you could say, 3 segments of focusing on your purpose, individual, or your purpose as an individual, your ancestral purpose. But is it for your ancestors? Perhaps we should think about our descendants. I know I am. I am my ancestors. I think about the world that I am going to leave for those who will come after me. And then the third portion is our collective purpose as society, as a community, as a family. Let's see. Let's take a look. 7-card spread. And let's see what comes up. For those of you who are watching, I don't know if you know Yim, known as a Quailcorn, one of our beloved members of the Tuberverse, of the Tarot community. His father transitioned a few days ago, and Y has asked that we light a candle or some incense, drink some tea in honor of his father. His father has now joined my father. And one of the lessons my dad always taught me is to live intentionally, live with purpose. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to pull 7 cards as I read the questions. My personal purpose. My next step in actioning my personal purpose. My ancestral purpose. How I can honor and respect my ancestral purpose. My collective purpose. My next step in actioning my collective purpose. And the 7th card, how I can best help build and develop my community. Let's do this one. Okay. And Veronica has our layout as, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. First card, my personal purpose. Queen of Wands. To nurture with a passion, to to be a guiding force. To stay in my power. That's a very personal card. You know, the Queen of Wands is powerful and creative and dynamic. Without seeming, I must be mindful not to be egotistical, not to allow my ego become inflated. And my next card, the next step, I guess, in making sure I stay in that right place, the Four of Cups. Being mindful. You know, not everything that is handed to me is for me, that I should be perceptive and aware. But then, because this is sitting here, it's okay sometimes for me to accept a helping hand. I don't have to do everything by myself. Sometimes I can just sit things out and let someone else take the lead. Would that be me actioning my purpose? This is a different perception of things here. We'll take a look. Let's see how it fits in. I like how that hand is pointing towards the Queen, as though making an offering. Okay, my ancestral purpose. Now for me, this is for my descendants. I am my ancestors, as I said. I am their wildest dreams. I am here today doing this. So let's see. The Knight of Swords. See that? My ancestral purpose. For my descendants. What am I fighting for? I'm fighting for the liberty and strength and freedom. Staying focused. My ancestral purpose is to keep fighting. You know? Continue to be tenacious. Driven. That's for my descendants. See that fire? It's fire in the heart. It's in that emotional center. You know, that is for me that connection of remembering who I come from and remembering my purpose. My ancestors thought about their descendants. That's my belief. That's how things have played out in my life. So I could do no less. I could be, or should not be, any less passionate, any less focused, any less driven. How can I honor and respect my ancestral purpose? Oh, my favorite card. Seriously, how can I? But of course, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. In my life, the tower comes up. What's my favorite phrase? You guys who are watching? Burn it down. We know that the tower talks about the removal and the destruction of faulty foundations. It is my job to deal with that on my personal level. It is my job to continue to speak up and speak out and be present for my descendants. I cannot be passive. And I love the fact that the tower is on top of his head. I mean, that's his brain. That's where all this stinking thinking comes from. This is where all these issues, problems within humanity come from. It starts in the brain. We have to change that outmoded way of thinking. I have to continue to fight for my descendants. Bring this down a little closer. You can see all the cards. Okay? Whew. All right. Card number 5. My collective purpose. You know, that question that asks, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Move that out of the way. Can I move it up there? Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. The collective purpose. Well, this kind of speaks on what I said yesterday. I have, then you have. But for the collective, it's so that we all could be in a place of prosperity and abundance. It's all of us working together, striving together to get to this place of success. Collectively. Usually the Nine of Pentacles, we know this. It's a solitary figure. But this is not solitary. This is the world view. We have to make a move forward. We have to cross that threshold. We have to step into the unknown. It may seem daunting and scary. I'm old, so I remember those old Star Trek movies, to go where no man has gone before. To do something that has not been done before. To strive for collective peace and harmony. To rebuild our communities and reinstate those values that are important, traditional values. We must go where we've never gone before. And we can't be in our heads about it. We actually have to make it tangible. My next step in my collective purpose, 3 of Wands. What did I say? 3 of Wands. Gotta make the plans. Make the plans. Am I waiting for something to come to me? I don't believe that. Set things out. Send them out. They're waiting. All directions. East, west, north, south. There's my guiding light. You know, the Three of Wands, it's waiting for the right moment. When is the right moment? Or being ready for the right moment? Is that what we should be doing? Getting everyone prepared? Build that ark? You know that saying that the ark was built by amateurs and the Titanic was built by professionals? Is that what we're supposed to be doing collectively? Is that the purpose? To be prepared? Who's on watch? Who's ready? Who's willing? This talks about work, strength, fortitude, not letting opportunities pass us by collectively. As I said, we can't. This is no good. We cannot build anything on this anymore. Help is at hand. Continue to move forward with a passion and a desire. It's time to step into the unknown. And the last card is, how can I best help and develop my community? Well, let's see. Three of Cups. Yes. What is this? This is the coming together. This is the celebration. This is cumulative work. This is joyful celebrations. This is the threes here. This is about us doing this. I want to thank all of you who have been participating in doing the Kwanzaa spreads and the work and getting the messages out there and taking these messages to heart. It's important. You're using a celebration for growth. You know? This talks about when we are ready to move forward, that the outcome be favorable. You can't have any fear. And you can't want to hold on to outmoded ways. Let them go. Success is coming. It's here. We move into a place where we can heal and grow. Okay. Let's see which dragon, I'm going to pull two additional cards, which dragon and which goddess energy can help us move forward, help us fulfill our purpose, collectively, individually. Which? Power. And I'll take a look. This okay. Ooh. Stop there. This card speaks of the edge, This is Victoria Falls in Zambia. Sometimes progress on your divine path requires you to work and play at the edge of your knowledge and experience. Emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Expect some discomfort, as this is a place to stretch and learn and grow. If you are willing to dive in, the edge is a place of great revelation and gifts with tools to have a greater impact. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Victoria Falls, see the rainbow? It's waiting. It's okay. We can let the tower fall. Actually, everyone should have a sledgehammer to tear that down now. So let's see what this power dragon has to say. It's ruled by Aries, my power dragon. All right. Yes. Strength and determination. This card represents your ability to hold your power in the company of others, because you will meet with some resistance when you're ready to tear this down. It is linked to stability, perseverance, determination, and self-belief. Power is an equalizing force that can be exerted to maintain or restore balance. It should not be used as a tool for domination, except when people need to rely on someone else's strength, vision, and determination to see them through a crisis. A truly powerful person will command respect and trust from others through their steadfastness and integrity. Okay then. Let me see. Put this down here. I'm going to leave you guys to ponder on that card that just showed itself. Let's see. Got some lighting situation. There we go. Is that a little better? I hope so. Okay. And, I always like to leave you with a question. And perhaps I'll put it right there. Talking about our purpose, Mia. See. Okay. What's the false impression you make? Remember, we talked about integrity here. We talk about a reward. It's only in being honest and truthful that we can tear this down. Ask yourself, what's a false impression that you make, that you feel you uphold? For what? It's false. It's no longer serving you. It's time to tear it down. You can't have this if you're not in a place of integrity, and you're definitely not going to get this. So, there you have it. Habaragani, Nia.